Hey guys, GadgetJoseph here. We are going to take a look at refactoring some software that I did recently. COVID's been a really interesting time for everybody, and one of the things that came out of this is a lot of people are having to go to church online. My particular church uses a form to use every Sunday to say, hey, let us know you're here and check in and that you're with us today. And it's been really nice to be able to do that. However, there's been a few usability issues with it in the sense that it is not as intuitive to work with over your phone. It doesn't always present numbers when you need them and stuff like that. And so I was thinking about that in terms of how could Python potentially be used to create an automated check-in every Sunday for myself and my family. So I was able to do this pretty easily using Python and a library called Selenium that allows you to do a lot of web interaction. However, what I ran into in doing this is that the features that I was using in Selenium had been depreciated, which means they were going to be no longer used and they had been replaced by another model. So what we're going to do today is take a look at that code, and I'm going to bring that up right now and see if we can't refactor this to address these changes. So what I've been able to do here is, let me get over here to this screen. I've been able to add this new feature from selenium.webdriver.common.by, import by. And so by is really going to replace a lot of this wordiness that we have here. And we're probably also going to make this a little bit more efficient in terms of the number of lines of code that we have here. So what I've done is I've set up a data file here to hide a lot of the important stuff, because this is really more about showing you how to use Selenium versus by. And I've also changed some of the content away from my personal information. And I've used like a telephone number like 867-5309. And that my guest that morning is Jenny. Yeah, you all, those of you of a certain age will understand where I'm going with that. Okay, so let's get started. So here I have the first name equaling the driver find element by name in field 1. So what I'm going to do is I am going to delete by name, leave element there, and I'm going to insert by dot name, and then a comma. And you'll notice as I do that, because I have imported by from the Selenium library, I'm able to get rid of any of those squiggly lines that may have caused me a little bit of a challenge. So I think what I'll do very quickly is I'll make these changes throughout the video so you can see what we have here, and then I'll kind of edit it down over this. So what I can do is, one other thing I want to do is I think I can eliminate this extra line here and put that there. So let's just do a quick test. Y'all probably won't see this test because I will. Yeah, it's because I'm not sharing that part of the screen. And yeah, that works fine. So we're going to basically make all of these changes throughout. So I'll be right back. Okay, so now you can see that I've been able to replace all of that content that was multiple lines, and I've compressed them down to one line each for the first name, the last name, the email, the area code, prefix, and number. And now we are going to move on to the date. And so the date is, you can see I've used this by.name, but I didn't use a .name over here for this date information, because I had to import date time up here to get the ability to work with the current date, because I didn't want to have to always re-enter the date when I was doing this. So I'm able to capture what is the month, what is the day, and what is the year that I'm submitting this form. And so I'm using XPath, which allows you to find on the particular website a certain thing, a certain item or object that you're looking for without having to dig into what is the name, or what is the ID, or what is the class. So it's kind of a more efficient way to deal with forms, particularly when you're kind of in a hurry like I was when I put this together. So now I'm going to make the adjustment for these guys here. I'm going to go ahead and take out the elements there, and I'm going to put in that. I'm going to say by dot XPath, comma, and that should work. And we will copy that, and we will replicate that as well. I did make a little bit of a mistake earlier, but I was able to fix it. Okay, so I've made all the changes to all of this, and I'm going to do a quick looky-loo just to make sure it works, and then I will put it on the screen so you can see for yourself that it does indeed work. Do a little quick test. I'm not submitting at the moment just because I do not want to inundate my church with stuff that's going on. I got a little bit of a bug there. Let me take a look at that. Oh, I think what it is, I eliminated the T in the letter N element. So now we will do it one more time. Whoops. Let's run it and see if it works. And there you have it. You can see I have my online worship attendance, my first name, my last name, my email, a telephone number, the day, the time, my friend Jenny's with me, and I got it. So there you go. So this has been kind of fun for me to just sort of, work through how to refactor this content. I think before it was close to 70 lines, and we were able to make it a bit more efficient. Oh, by the way, I've commented out the submit form and the close the website thing down here at the bottom, just because I really don't want to inundate my church with all these different forms right now, because this is just sort of test content. I am going to put this up in my GitHub. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to take a look at the code and maybe use it for one of your forms. However, I will not be including the data of this particular website just because, you can apply it to your own. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little video on how to refactor Python content, specifically Selenium, to use it as a form as we work on how do we automate the boring stuff. Not that church is ever boring, but just things that kind of get in the way, first world problems in the middle of a pandemic. But thanks for watching. We do look forward to bringing different types of content to you here on Geek and Southern. This just happens to be one that was not game related or not riding on a trail related, but I thought it would be fun to do, so that's why I did it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon. Bye-bye now.